The Man in Old Shoes. In a busy city where people rushed after money, power, and status, there lived a man named Mr. Andrew. He owned several businesses, restaurants, bakeries, and delivery services. Every day, his vans moved goods across towns, feeding thousands. Yet, despite his wealth, Mr. Andrew was a quiet, serious man. He didn't speak much, but he noticed everything. He believed actions spoke louder than words, and he spent long hours thinking about how to improve his business and the lives of those working for him. What people didn't know was that Mr. Andrew hadn't always been wealthy. He grew up poor and understood what it meant to struggle. He worked hard, saved every coin, and slowly built his business empire from the ground up. But over the years, Mr. Andrew observed something troubling. People behaved well when he was around. But when promoted or left unsupervised, some turned proud, rude, and lazy. Those he once trusted changed with power. Francis, his old driver, had once been humble and kind, but after being made head of transport, he began to mistreat junior drivers, shouting at them for minor mistakes. Mr. Andrew wanted leaders who uplifted others, not those who abused their positions. Sitting alone in his office one evening, tired and disheartened, Mr. Andrew asked himself, why do people forget kindness when given power? Why do they only respect those above them and belittle those they think are beneath them? An idea struck him. A week earlier, he had purchased a new restaurant. None of the staff there knew his face. They only knew a new owner had taken over on paper. Mr. Andrew hadn't held any meetings or visits, intentionally. He decided this was the perfect place to test the character of people when no one was watching. He called the warehouse manager and said, "Pack all supplies for the new restaurant. I'll deliver them myself." Surprised but obedient, the manager agreed. The next morning, Mr. Andrew dressed not as a wealthy businessman, but as an ordinary laborer. He wore old, faded trousers, a worn-out shirt, and shoes with cracked soles. A cap pulled low concealed his face. No one will recognize me like this, he thought, studying himself in the mirror. He drove the delivery van himself and parked near the restaurant. From outside, everything appeared perfect. The building was clean, the waiters polite, and the chefs busy. He watched as two waiters kindly helped an elderly woman to a seat. What you see on the surface isn't always the truth, he reminded himself. Lifting a heavy box from the van, he stepped into the restaurant. Instantly, the mood changed. A young man in an apron scanned him from head to toe and sneered, "Deliveries should come through the back door." "I know," Andrew replied calmly, "but this one's for the kitchen store." "Next time, use the back," the man snapped. Andrew said nothing and kept walking. As he passed the counter, a waiter whispered to another, "Look at this man. Can't even afford proper shoes." The other laughed. "Maybe he's a beggar hoping for leftovers." Andrew heard them but remained silent. Another staff member remarked, "They should stop sending poor people here. It makes this place look cheap." The insults didn't stop. One joked about his worn-out clothes, others chuckled. Andrew quietly delivered the box and returned for another. His heart was heavy, not with anger, but with understanding. "This is why I'm here," he reminded himself. Sweating, he carried another box to the kitchen. There, the head chef, Mr. Benson, yelled, "Be careful with that! You delivery people break everything!" Andrew nodded respectfully. "Don't mess up my kitchen," Benson added. "Next time, dress decently. You look like you sleep under a bridge." The junior chef snickered. Andrew said nothing, but he observed closely. Workers tiptoed around Benson like scared children. He kept delivering boxes, hearing taunts along the way. "See how he carries it like it's gold," one waiter mocked. "Maybe this is the biggest place he's ever entered." Andrew heard but ignored them. He was there for a purpose. At one point, he entered the manager's office. Inside sat Mr. Steve, the restaurant manager with department heads. "Just the delivery man," Steve muttered, not even glancing at him. "Drop the paper on the desk." Andrew silently placed the supply list on the table. "They say the new owner hasn't visited yet," one manager said. "Strange fellow, only emails us." "I'm managing fine without him," Steve boasted. Another chuckled. "Let's hope he pays well." None of them greeted Andrew. One woman, sipping tea, ordered, "Hey you, get me coffee." Andrew, calm as ever, replied, "That's not part of my job, ma'am." She scoffed. "Are you too proud to fetch coffee?" No one in the room intervened, not even Steve. Andrew left quietly. Later, as he delivered to the supervisor's office, a kind voice welcomed him. Miss Stella, the supervisor, smiled warmly. "You've been working hard. Thank you." She offered him a cold bottle of water. "Please," she added softly, "don't let how some people treat you get to your heart. Around here, too many only respect those with money or power. It's wrong." Andrew felt a warmth in her words. She sees people, he thought, even when no one else does. "You have my respect," Stella said. Andrew nodded with a smile. "Thank you, Ma." Her kindness was a small but powerful light in a dark day. After hours of lifting boxes, sweat pouring, back aching, Andrew overheard more mocking voices. "There goes the delivery man," someone sneered. "Maybe next time he'll wear shoes without holes," another laughed. He paused at the dining room's edge, scanning the faces of those who had laughed, insulted, and dismissed him. "They have no idea who I am," he thought. As evening came, Mr. Steve announced a meeting. "The new owner is finally visiting," he said. The room stirred with curiosity and nervousness. At 7, chairs were arranged. The waiters gathered on one side, chefs on the other, supervisors standing stiffly at the back. Everyone speculated, who is this mysterious owner? Then the door opened. In walked the same man, old shoes, worn shirt, cap low. Whispers spread. "Why's the delivery man here? Is he lost? Maybe came to beg for food." Steve pointed at him. "You're done for the day. Leave." Andrew said nothing. He calmly walked to the front. The room fell quiet. He removed his cap. Faces stared, some confused, others trying to place him. Then recognition dawned. Andrew spoke, voice steady. "I came to supply goods today." No one spoke. "But I saw something. Something disappointing. People shifted uncomfortably. I was mocked for my shoes, laughed at, ignored, treated like nothing." Heads dropped. "In the manager's office, no one noticed me. I was invisible." Now there wasn't a sound. He continued, "But I wasn't just a delivery man." A heavy silence fell. "I am Andrew. I own this restaurant. I bought it last week." Shock gripped the room. Faces went pale, mouths opened, a pen clattered to the floor. He addressed them firmly. "I won't fire anyone today, but if you wish to work with me, things must change. No more disrespect, no more pride, no more judging by clothes." He pointed toward the kitchen. "Without cooks, there's no food." To the waiters, "Without you, no service. Every job matters, from cleaner to manager." He looked at Miss Stella. "You showed respect when others didn't. From now, you're the new manager." Stella's eyes filled with tears. He faced Steve. "You'll be the new supervisor." Steve looked stunned, unable to speak. Andrew concluded, "From today, respect will be the rule here. Not just for those in suits, but for every person." As he turned to leave, some called after him. "Sorry, sir." "I'm sorry, sir." Andrew paused at the door. "Never judge people by their clothes. If you want to grow, learn to respect everyone." He walked out, his old shoes silent on the floor. Inside, the workers sat quietly. That day wasn't just a meeting. It was a lesson. A reminder that behind old clothes might stand a king, and that respect is the true mark of a person. Never look down on anyone. The person you dismiss today could hold your future tomorrow. Pride closes doors, while kindness opens them. Please like, comment, and support our video, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.